Pennsylvania on open house with a really big offer. You know, anything you buy in life, if somebody says, look, we'll give you 25% off, you're always kind of interested. 35, 40% off, we're really interested. Well, tonight we're doing nearly 75% off, making it almost irresistible to not get a new laptop. A laptop that is more secure, that is speedy and really simple to use for work or for play. Folks, we have our HP Chromebook. What's a Chromebook? I hear you cry. We're going to tell you all about it. We're at $229.99 for a 14-inch laptop that is full of all the features. There's a lot to tell you and a lot to share with you. Here to tell us all about it is the man who knows. And, you know, one of the things I've always loved about you, Aaron Berger, is that whenever I see you, you're always smiling, always smiling.
Oh, I can take that. It felt like a setup. He said, one of the things I always love about you, Aaron Berger, I thought this isn't going to be good. This can't be good. Hi, welcome back from merry old England, your home, my spiritual home, because I watch a lot of, you know, British broadcasting. Chromebook is the topic of the night, and we have outdone ourselves, Adam. I think you'll agree on pricing. And that, you know, I actually thought we were going to do $269. That is what the original notes that came down to me, and I thought $269 for everybody wants a Chromebook. Yep. I mean, particularly for back to school, for great surfing on the web, for a faster, safer, simpler experience. Everybody wants a Chromebook. At $269, we'll be at, as you said, you know, about a quarter of the retail price. No, no, incredibly, HP and HSN work together to do the best price, and by best price, I can actually say the lowest price we, HP, will do on a Chromebook all year long. We're excited. Can you tell? We are absolutely, we're pumped that Adam is back, that he made it back across the ocean, that his accent is still intact. We can still just barely understand anything he says, and we're pumped that we're bringing you the #1 computer manufacturer in America with the #1 processor, the Intel processor inside, and we're bringing it to you in a Chromebook. And I want to take just a minute because you might go, oh, that guy's clearly excited. He's excited to see his buddy Adam again. I can tell he's excited about the computer. This price, I see this a retail price of almost $1,000. They're doing it for just a little over $200. But why does he keep referring to that laptop as a Chromebook? What in the world is that? It's very simple. A Chromebook is just an easy to use, safe, on-the-go laptop. We call it a Chromebook because the operating system is Google's Chrome operating system. Yeah, you've heard of Google before, right? This is the Google operating system. So just in the way that we call a computer, a laptop computer that has a Microsoft Windows operating system, we call that a PC, right? Or we call one that has Apple's operating system, we call that a Mac. We call the Google operating system a Chromebook. Now, can I be frank with you? If I handed this computer to my mother today and showed her, look, Mom, you can surf the web, you can go shopping on this, you're gonna love the way the beautiful high definition screen looks when you're watching your movies or when you're watching Netflix or when you're doing any of that kind of stuff. Oh, if you have to get some work done, you can. If I showed her this, handed it to her and said, so here's your new computer, Mom, you're gonna love it. She wouldn't go, oh, this is a Chrome operating system. This is a Chromebook. She would just go, oh my gosh, what a nice laptop. And for 99% of you out there, quite frankly, the distinction doesn't really matter that much. For the things we do every day, you're gonna find you have a better, faster, lighter, easier, safer to use laptop. That's what a Chromebook is. It's just a laptop, Adam, as you, of course, well know. It's a laptop with the Google Chrome operating system.
Well, I only know that, Aaron Berger, because you have taught me well over the years. And yes. I know from the meetings that I've been in with you that is something that people want. We want safety and we want security. And the other thing as well, Aaron, and I think I'm going to impress you here, is that it's, unlike you and me, it never goes out of date, right? It always stays constantly updated so that you never need to worry that you've not got all the latest things. That's a really nice big feature.
You know how to push my buttons. There's just something about you. You're always just kind of getting right in there. Yeah, out of date is a thing that, well, Adam or I could probably be accused of, but your computer can't be. Your Chromebook cannot be, and here's why. Since the Chrome operating system's inception in 2013, 2014, couple of things. A, there's never been a virus. Just going to say that again. I don't know if any other operating system can say that. There's never been a virus. You do not have to worry about security with this computer in the same way that you do with other computers. It is a safer operating system. The other thing is, it's different from, for example, the Microsoft Windows computers are wonderful. I saw millions and millions and millions of HP computers, and I'm so proud to have done it, and millions of Windows computers. But they're different. Windows has operating systems that they'll run for a couple years, and then they'll come out with a new one. So there was, for example, there was Windows 10. And about 2 years ago, they discontinued Windows 10 and they went to Windows 11. And now we saw a lot of computers Windows 11. And in fact, this year, and we'll talk about this later, but if you have a Windows 10 computer, you have to replace it because they are no longer supporting the Windows 10 operating system as of October 14th. This is totally different. Chrome and Google don't follow that same sort of idea line. So it's not like there's a Chromebook Silver and a Chromebook Platinum and a Chromebook Double Platinum, and you have to change and upgrade. To Adam's point, the operating system automatically updates itself all the time. So unlike any other computer I sell, you won't hear that. I sell lots of different computers. So you won't hear me say your computer, except with a Chromebook, in a sense, gets younger instead of older over time. Doesn't have to dye its grays, just for example. Your Chromebook gets younger over time because its operating system automatically updates. So if that sounds good to you, if you think, yeah, I'd love to have a computer that's faster, I'd love to have a computer that's easier to use, and I'd love to have a computer that's safer, and you think, but I don't want to spend $1,000 on a new computer, and I want to use HSN's 30-day money-back guarantee so I can get the computer home, try it. This is a customer pick on hsn.com, by the way, and sort of see it for myself. This is the computer that you should do. Why? Because of its speed, because of its simplicity, and because of its security. And I'm going to, in just a couple minutes, I want to give Adam the opportunity now. I know we're busy on this. This is only my second show at this price. I don't know if we'll have enough quantity for another show at all. I don't have another one scheduled right now in the HSN South Florida studios, that's for sure. Final airing of it from this studio. I want to give Adam the opportunity to let you guys know how to get a hold of it and the easy ways to get a hold of it. And then we will go over a little bit more why Chromebook, because that speed, simplicity, and security, Adam, those are very compelling reasons to pick up a new computer tonight.
Well, we have fewer than 1,000 left at this stage, so they are going. But when you're at nearly 75% off, I mean, this is compelling. I mean, that is an attractive price. You might have struggled today. You might have gone on your computer and it was slow, or it crashed. There was a virus. There's malware, spyware, Trojans. Maybe there's something that's holding you back. I mean, if you need your computer for schoolwork or for homework, for college work, for work, whatever it may be, or just for play, just for surfing the net, if it's working against you rather than for you, that is always very frustrating. Having a new computer, oh boy, it's like that blank canvas. It's that fresh start, that new beginning. At $229.99, it's so realistic. But it's not just a new computer. It's a new computer loaded with favorable benefits. You know, the Intel processor, the N100, fantastic. You've got speed and you've got performance. The size at 14 inches, so flexible. You can travel with this. You can go to the coffee shop with this. You can go anywhere with this and know that it's not too heavy, it's not too big, it's not a hindrance. I mean, weight-wise, it's a little over 3 pounds, so it's barely anything. When Aaron makes mention of the fact that the Chromebook advantage is very clear and why millions and millions of people every single day choose a Chromebook over any other type of personal computer, is because of that safety and that security without the need for virus protection. You know that you have that barrier and that wall up against anybody that might be out there trying to do not so nice things to your computer and your system. Say goodbye to the freezing and the crashing and the spyware and the malware. The other fact that it's always updated, it's constantly automatically updating, means that every time you turn it on, it feels like a new computer. So that experience that you're going to have on day one is going to be repeated time and time again every single time you use it. We are busier now than we have been all hour long as folks jump on in to save, you know, a lot of money. Retail price over $1,000. We're at $229.99. It is officially, and I have the word here, the lowest price ever. It says in capital letters on my card, lowest price ever. Flex pay on any major credit or debit card, Visa, MasterCard, American Express, Discover, all the big ones, in fact, all of them. $46 is all you'll spend. We'll send this out to you right now. You've got 30 days. And Aaron, one of the things that, you know, I think always goes a long way is that opportunity for somebody at home to try this without fear of sending it back. You know, you told me a long time ago, a lot of electronics stores, God forbid you try to take it back, they'll penalize you for that.
Yes, significantly. This is a big thing. I'm glad Adam brings it up, particularly as we get into the time of year where many of us will be buying new computers for back to school. I know I'm not wishing your summer away. It's just June, but July 4th is right around the corner, right? And after July 4th, we have what, about a month or so before the kids go back to school?
Right.
Colleen Lopez, I love to use this quote, a longtime host here at HSN, taught me this. She said, weeks are long, but years are short. And I think that is so true. That is a phrase that has stuck with me my whole life. You blink and you're like, wait, it was 2 years ago. Things go fast. I bring that up because if you need a new computer, don't wait 3 years. You don't have to do that. It would be one thing if we were out here with a $1,000 computer, which this would be. You can see right there. In fact, it happens to be up now. If you purchase this computer and all the software and everything we include with it separately, you'd be at over $1,000, at a little bit over $200, and with the no risk that I'm going to talk about right now, that Adam just kind of introduced for me. Let me show you what I mean. The no risk part is this. So I'm on the website. I'm on HSN's website right here. And I'm going to just take my little fingers and I'm going to use this oversized pad at the bottom. It makes it so easy to navigate the website. And I'm going to go to the very bottom, the small print, which is where they, usually don't like you to look. But HSN, look, and that's live streaming. I mean, this computer is just so darn fast. Okay, right here would be hard to see normally, but don't worry. We can pinch and we can zoom, and it says right here, on HSN's website. I bet you can actually read that on your screen now. It says free exchanges and easy returns. We want you to love what you buy. If you don't, send it back within 30 days. Need the same item in a different size or different color, we'll ship you your exchange for free. It's in black and white, right on our website. You can read it because you've got this great pinch zoom capability, which is another awesome part of this laptop. You see how fast you can pinch and you can zoom. Oh, look, there's Callie and there's Lee and there's Suzanne, everybody hanging out on the website, and you can really see them clearly. Point is, if you get the, no, that's not Callie. I thought that was Callie for a minute. I think it's Carol Brody, but I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, the point, I may or may not have good vision, but the computer.
Get your glasses on, Aaron.
Let you pinch and it lets you. No, that would really ruin this demonstration. You can get it home, you can love it, you can do a better job than I would ever do. And if you don't love it, you can send it back after 30 days. And all jokes aside, normally, if it were 15% to, as it is at many electronic stores to return this, that'd be $30 to try it. That's not how it works at HSN, Adam. And I'm always so proud to show that, particularly with electronics, because I work with HP. And we at HP, we're in a lot of different places. You can buy us, granted, for a higher price, at a lot of different stores. But so many of them, if you get the computer, if you take it home, if you try it out and don't love it, it's going to be a 15% restocking fee. HSN wipes that barrier away. And it makes it, I think, much easier for many of us to go, yeah, I want to try that. I want to see just how much easier it is to use.
Aaron, I'm worried about you. Are you feeling okay?
Getting a little hot in here.
No, you know why I asked that question.
What's that? Bum, 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 bum.
Yes! 20 years. I'm waiting for you to do it.
I thought it was because I couldn't identify Callie Northagen. Okay, so it's time. Do not tell Callie I'll be in the doghouse that I thought someone was Callie when it wasn't for just a minute. This is what my friend is talking about. There is probably not a more important thing. There's so many important things with the Chromebook that it's simpler, that it's speedier, that it's more secure. There's so many important things to talk about, but one that I haven't done, and I think Adam said, and I'm not afraid to admit, I am pretty much famous for this, and that is, forgive me, Mom, bum, 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 bum. Woo! That's it. It's the Intel slogan, right? It's one of the probably the most famous jingles anywhere. this computer, our computer that we're bringing at our very best value of a Chromebook for the year, if we had put the world's #2 processor in the world or #3 processor in the world, that would have been a reasonable offer. I think we didn't. The #1 processor company in the entire world, bum, 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 Intel is inside. It's the Intel N100 processor, and boy, is it fast. We have a video we're going to show you right now. If you have a computer that's slow and that's a couple of years older, this computer is, look at these numbers, 12 times better 3D gaming performance, 8 times faster high-definition video conversion. We're not saying it's a little bit faster. We're not saying, oh, it's 10% faster, it's 5% faster. No, no, no. 8 times is 800% faster high-definition video conversion. You know who that really matters to? To whom that really matters? Let me at least say it in a way that makes dramatic sense. Do you know to whom that really matters? Everybody. Because every single one of us, if you ever turn a computer on, video speed means everything. If you do a search, videos come up, photos come up. If you use your computer for entertainment, you watch Netflix or you watch YouTube or whatever, it's important to all of us. If you do if you're an extreme case, if you're a gamer, not just 8 times faster, 12 times faster. And did you see at the bottom? I've been trying to point out all the small print. That was compared to a computer from just 5 years ago. We're talking about 2020. Do you have a computer from 2018, 2017? Is your computer 10 years old? Is your computer 4 years old? Regardless, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, we hadn't heard of ChatGPT. We weren't seeing AI used in every electronic everything, right? In fact, I'll even show you, I've got a lot more to show you, but this has something called Gemini built in. Gemini is your artificial intelligence assistant. So like I asked it to draw a picture of, and I'm gonna do it right now, draw a picture of, Adam, name me a favorite animal.
An animal, a badger.
Any animal. Of a badger. I think he's saying badger in a different language. Of a badger, B-A-D-G-E-R, I think, of a badger. And then this will be an even harder one for you. Adam, name one of your favorite sports.
What is it going to do? What is it?
I need a sport. I need a sport, Adam.
Oh, sorry. Well, I know, obviously, the sport, pickleball. Your favorite.
This is going swimmingly so far. Okay, pickleball. So we're going to get a picture of a badger playing pickleball. So much fun. I can't wait to get up there and play some pickleball. You know who is going to school me in pickleball? We've already got this planned.
Who?
Suzanne Runyon is going to school me the minute I get to Pennsylvania.
Aaron, you've lost
pickleball.
already.
She's going to be so much better.
You've lost already.
I know. What was I thinking? She's so athletic, and look at me. I mean, obviously I'm not. But we will have an awful lot of fun. And I now have, in literally a matter of seconds, a badger playing pickleball.
Okay.
That's how good the AI tools are in your new $229 computer.
Okay, sales have gone through the roof. Who can resist a badger playing pickleball? I mean, sold. I'll take 3 of them.
Literally no one.
This is one of the wonderful benefits that we've got with AI. It's one of the amazing opportunities with a new laptop. It's one of the exciting discoveries with technology that is right there for you and that is affordable at $229 and change. We are T-minus around 15 minutes now before we are ending this presentation. Obviously, the last presentation of the day. Lowest price ever. We have never even come close to this. And I want to be really respectful to anybody that might question, is this computer good enough for me? Is it good enough for what I will use it for? Aaron, you shared with me a long time ago, most of us in the world of computing, we overbuy. We buy a lot more than we need to in terms of the specifications, the technology. The reality is, as you've always said, a Chromebook is more than amazing for 95% of us. If you are searching, if you are shopping, if you are on social media, this is the perfect laptop for you.
If you're a student, if you're a grandmother, if you maybe want to have the aspiration of running a little business from your home, you know, so of getting your real estate license or your insurance license. I did that last summer. Had some time off. I've had my real estate license for years, but I got my insurance license. Had some time off. I thought, yeah, I always want to better myself a little bit. This is the kind of computer that can do all of those things, but the key is you don't have to worry about its security in the way you do nearly every other computer on the market. So you're right, Adam. Many of us overbuy our computers. Because HSN
Aaron,
has the money-back guarantee, especially. Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
Wait. You must be ill. You know what you just said?
What?
You just said, you're right, Adam. You've never said those words in 20 years. But I appreciate it. Thank you.
I was so in the groove there, Ads.
I'm sorry.
Well, look, I know you're a little jet lagged, and I feel like I should just be more generous with my words in general.
I'll keep it coming. I love it. Sorry, you were mid-flow. It was very interesting. Keep going.
It was a good stuff. Okay. Let's see if we can. Let's rewind the tape and see if we can start this over again. Point being, as Adam said, across the board, a Chromebook is just appropriate. It's the appropriate level of, and it's the reason they're so darn popular, of power, of speed for so many people. If you're just joining us, I want to do this. We have a still. A still is just something that we pop up on the screen with words on it that really tells us all why a Chromebook. Because I keep using this word Chromebook. Many of you might be just joining and going, well, he's got this computer and I see that he's multitasking. He's got a lot of things going on it. It's fast. It looks easy to use. And my goodness, that's a great price. Why do I want it? Well, here's why. There's three things to make it very simple. The speed on Chromebook is out of this world. There's virtually no setup or startup time. You turn it on. Many of you will have some sort of Google account already, whether you use Gmail or whether you use Google Earth or whether you use Google Drive or anything. You log in, it's all just there for you. So that's number one, that's speed. Okay, let's hop back to it and look at number two. Number two is simplicity. Simplicity for all of the Google apps that you use already. So again, Google Mail, Google Earth, but not just those. And here's an example of the Google apps that you use already. Google Mail, Google Earth, Google Drive, Google Docs, Google Photos, Google Calendar, Chrome. Many of us use the Chrome operating system, whether it's on a different kind of laptop, a PC, or whether it's on a Chromebook, right? I do want to mention it's not just Google apps that are available. I'll talk more about the Google Play Store in a few minutes, but the Google Play Store is the #1 app store in the world, and you can do Word and Excel and PowerPoint and Outlook and Access and all those Microsoft programs. You can use all of those on this computer. So if you were wondering if that's compatible, the answer is yes. And then here's the biggest thing. So the three S's, we've talked about speed. We just talked about simplicity. I know I am talking at length. I'm giving you a lot of information. The biggest thing you should know is get it home, try it out, buy it. It is a customer pick already on hsn.com. Customers just like you were flipping by and tried it out and loved it. Security. Let's talk to security for a minute. So I've been on HSN, as of August, it will be 19 years. I've been selling electronics at HSN. I've sold millions of computers and tablets and lots of things with screens, especially. Over the years, almost always with the computer. Probably 98% of the time I've had a computer, I've also had, kind of in my other hand, I've said, oh, you'll need to buy some sort of antivirus for this as well, because that was just sort of the order of the day. If you were buying a computer in order to protect yourself, you had to buy antivirus, anti-spyware, anti-malware. You might notice I'm not saying that tonight. And anyway, you don't need those things, because one of the key parts of buying a Chromebook is there's never been an issue. They've been around now over a dozen years. There's never been a virus. There's never been malware or spyware or any of those things. They've never been able to basically crack the code, if you will, to invade the Chrome operating system. Hackers haven't done it. So when you use a Chromebook, look, and you see me going from one thing to the next so quickly and so smoothly. When you use a Chromebook, not only do you not have to have the worry that comes along with viruses and spyware and malware and all that stuff that you see on the news every day and think, oh God, do I really have to stay on top of this? Can I really do this? Oh, there's a picture of Adam and I. Let's see if I can pull that up. The answer is you don't have to worry about any of that with this computer, because with the Chrome operating system, you have built-in protection. So you don't have to think, oh, have I downloaded the latest, third-party update? And it doesn't matter. You are safe. You are protected with the Chromebook. It's one of the reasons why school districts across the country, many of them almost solely, will buy, use, recommend for the kids Chromebooks. because they don't have to worry about them constantly being, under attack basically from viruses, spyware, malware. They keep themselves clean. They automatically update themselves. They're getting faster, not slower over time. These are things you don't hear me say in the course of a general everyday computer presentation. We're able to say very different things about Chromebook. And in fact, Adam Friedman, I want to ask you a question. And my question is this. How many years have you been a shopping television host between BidUp and iBuy and HSN? I know your history, Ad. You've been what, 23, 24 years?
That is, yeah.
And there's a follow-up question to this.
24 years, you're right. Very good.
Okay, so in 24 years, I know you pretty well. We have the same birthday, Adam and I keep up with him. He's just a few years older. I know you would have never suspected. So here's what you need to know. Adam, my question is, I'm 5 years older. My question is, have you ever seen a computer? We're going to take a look at this computer screen right now. And honest to God, have you ever seen me or anyone else demonstrate a computer? I'm not even going to put in the caveat a $200 computer. I'm going to say any computer where they had 6 things running, and they could hop in and they could play a video and it was instant. You didn't have to wait for a minute. And they could hop in, they could go to the Google Play Store, the #1 app store in the world. They could go to games, they could go to apps, they could go to kids, they could go to books, and it was instant. They could hop on a website like hsn.com, surf the web, pinch, zoom, see things more clearly, misidentify hosts that they've worked with for 20 years like I did just a moment ago, and do all of that without ever hop into some artificial intelligence, make a picture of a badger playing pickleball, make it bigger, make it smaller. Have you ever seen a computer work more smoothly, more seamlessly under a live circumstance than what you just saw this computer do?
I can certainly say with every confidence, no. And what's interesting is you can sense that confidence in you as you're doing that, because that is pressure. We're on live television, St. Petersburg and Westchester, and you're just here, with your, demonstration, going from one to the other to the next. And of course, you're only doing that because you know you can. You know that it can keep up with you at pace. There's no lag time, there's no waiting, there's no hesitation, there's no stopping in terms of anything. That's the quality of a Chromebook. It's always updated, it's always updating. It's more protected than any other computer. You're not vulnerable or as vulnerable as so many of us are from viruses as we typically are with a regular laptop. That is why people of all ages, we have parents that say, I'm going to get a Chromebook for my kids for school because this makes every sense in the world. We have mums and dads and grandmas and grandpas that say, I'm going to get a Chromebook because they're less money and I know I don't have to worry about it as much. I want that security. I want, Aaron, and I'll use something that I know you'll appreciate, but I want to feel like I'm protected like Fort Knox, because you are with this. You absolutely have that shield, that barrier around you. You'll do all the things that you love, whether it's, of course, shopping or surfing, communicating with friends and family on social media. Aaron, in our final 7 minutes, Aaron texted me before the show, and he obviously alerted me to how many they'd sold in the previous presentation. The same is happening right now. We are down from over $1,000 to $229.99. It is free shipping and it is flexible payments. So on FlexPay, because we took our lowest price ever, you've never seen this at anywhere near this value. We took that lowest price and divided it by 5. Our good friends at QVC call it Easy Pay. We call it FlexPay, whatever you want to call it. It is the best way to pay. $46. Aaron? For $46, we get a new computer, something we have to have, something that is essential for modern life.
And if you're just joining us right now, not only do you get a new computer, you get a new Chromebook. A Chromebook is just a type of computer, it's an operating system, but what it means for you is a speedier, simpler, more secure way to use your computer. I want to add something else in. Many of you use Windows computers, Microsoft computers. They're wonderful. I sell them all the time. Many of you have the Windows 10 operating system. This is really important. Windows 11 is the latest operating system from Microsoft. This year, on October 14th, so let's see, this is June, we're at the end of June. We'll pretend like it's the middle. June, July, August, September, October. In less than 4 months, anyone who has the Windows 10 operating system, and there's 400 million people that still use it, so you're not alone, That operating system will no longer be supported by Microsoft starting October 14th, which means you won't get virus updates. You won't get malware updates. Your computer will no longer work well with your apps as they update. You have the latest apps. You're going to have to replace your computer. And I mention it now because I guarantee you, when we're a month away from that, when it's September, it's going to be the front page of the paper. It's going to be the front page of when you go onto your favorite web browser. First thing that's going to pull up, everybody is going to need a new computer all of a sudden. You're ahead of the curve now. If you get your computer now, you're not waiting in the line, you're not paying more, you're not going to stores and seeing they don't have the stock. If you remember trying to buy a computer during COVID, you couldn't buy them often, and you couldn't buy the one you want. I'm not thinking it's going to be like that. I'm not, a harbinger of doom in any way. But I will tell you, we have statistical data for many, many years. When Microsoft discontinues one operating system, sales go up and supply becomes more constrained. What all that means is tonight is a great night, maybe even the best night you'll see this year to buy a new computer. This is a Chromebook. It is safer to use. It is easier to use. It is certainly more secure. And we'll take a look at my screen for a minute because I am proud to be able to do this demonstration. It's a demonstration that Adam is absolutely right. We've worked together in the studio for nearly 2 decades. I would be nervous as heck if I didn't think it was going to work perfectly every time. I have 6 things open on my computer right now. How many things do you open on your computer before it starts slowing down, before it starts saying, wait a minute, I need overtime pay, or I just can't handle it. It's just too much. I have 6 different things. I have the Google Play Store. I have Gemini open. I have hsn.com open. We've got video open. I've got, I'll play some video for you right now. All of these things open and running at the same time, and there's no pausing, and there's no waiting, and there's no hesitating, there's no jittering on the computer. The computer's like, all right, what's next? Oh, speaking of what's next, I can't believe I haven't shown you this yet. There's a webcam built in at the top that even has a little security shutter, which is awesome. And do you know how you can access anything on this computer? Like I said, I could hand this to my mother right now. Mom's 83, and I think she would go, oh, this is great. I don't think she would go, is this a Chromebook or a PC or a... It's like, it wouldn't matter to her. It's just easy to use, right? There is no learning curve, but there is one really cool addition built into a Chromebook, and it's this. There's this button. Watch what happens when I press this button. Watch my screen. This is called the everything button. So as soon as I pressed that screen, what it did was it brought up this menu on the left-hand side with all of these different apps. So there's where my Netflix is, that's where my photos are, that's where my calculator is, that's where my Gmail is, my Chrome, my YouTube, my gallery, my files, my Facebook, I can go to the Play Store and download more. So anytime you're looking for something, or if you wanted to search, see up here there's even a search bar. There's one button. They call it the everything button. I think of it like the easy button. If you want to find something on your computer, or you want to look for something, or you want to go, hey, where is it? It's always one button, one press away. Adam, it's one of the many, many ways that the Chromebook has become such a popular computer because of its extreme ease of use.
And I think that's the attraction. We want technology to be easy. We want it to work for us. And we want that fresh beginning. And that really is what it does. At $229, we get an upgraded experience, whether it's for work, whether it's play, whether it's to do something that is, really productive, or whether it's just to pass the hours along and be entertained watching Netflix. You can really do it all on this laptop. Obviously, with the orders being placed, we have only a few hundred now left before it is sold out. There are great computers online at hsn.com, but there is nothing that compares to this price point. I mean, Aaron, typically we're at $499, $599, $629 for most of our laptops. To be really on the right side of $250, that is rare.
Yeah. It's essentially unheard of. Yeah. I mean, we do a really big deal on computers every year. This year we are proposing right now, I even know the date. I don't know another single date off the top of my head in the next 6 months, but this year on November 2nd, we do this one big computer deal day where it's like buy one computer, or there's a 2-pack option. I don't even recall if we've done a computer at that low of a price for that. That's basically our Black Friday computer. I don't know if we've ever done it. I mean, to have an HP, the #1 computer company in America, to have Intel, the #1 processor brand in the entire world. You've got 64 gigs of storage, 4 gigs of RAM, which you know, I could explain what RAM means. Basically, it makes it faster. I feel like that's being redundant because I've shown you over and over how fast it is, but with the multiple things that it's running. And then, you know, we don't even touch on the additional software that comes along with this. We'll just let that be a beautiful surprise. We'll let that be just a really fun extra surprise. When you open the box, you will love the experience. You, like, again, a customer pick on hsn.com. You will love the experience of having a Chromebook. Adam, I got to talk to you on the phone a little bit today. I'm looking very forward to the experience of seeing you. I want to confirm what you said on the phone in front of America's watching. No pressure. We are having lunch on Saturday at our new home, and you're buying. Is that those things are correct? Right?
The connection must have gone a bit weird when you thought you heard that. But yes,
I knew he'd get
for
out of
you
it.
always, my friend. I'm keeping a space and a seat ready for you. Aaron, I can't wait to see you. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me, buddy. Have a great night.
Thank you, Aaron. I do want to take a moment as we wrap up our show tonight, the first from Westchester, Pennsylvania. Our team here, our team in St. Pete, will be